Hi, welcome back. We're going to do something today a little bit different. We're going to work towards building strength and flexibility that will help when you're going upside down, whether in headstand, forearm stand. I don't practice handstand regularly. I cannot hold it for more than like a second, but a lot of these things we'll be doing will help you build strength for handstand as well. So we're going to start today with a little bit of prop breakdown, which would be good to have. Blocks are really good for forearm stand specifically, and just for some of the things we'll be doing. Warming up the shoulders, and also just creating more space and allowing you to explore poses deeper. So blocks are just great in general. Definitely a good thing to have. Pretty cheap online. And the yoga wheel, I'll show you some things today specifically that'll help for getting upside down as well towards the end. This is a 15-inch diameter yoga wheel from Yoga Body. Don't think they sell these anymore, but they're still a brand, so maybe you can find some online. But if you are looking for one, try to find one with a wider diameter. It's really good for forearm stand, handstand, and headstand. All the above. And then a blanket is good too if you're not used to the feeling of putting weight on your head for headstand. This is all messed up because of the fact that it takes a little bit to get used to that feeling of putting pressure on your head like that, but this will help until you get more comfortable with that. So today let's start with the blocks. And I'll show you something else you can do with the wheel too that'll be similar that we're going to do with the blocks. So we're going to put them on in front of us. We're going to do a little bit of strength and stretch here. So first, let's just take it to a wide-legged child's pose. Sink your hips back, bring the hands blocks, and then drop your head towards the mat. Feeling that opening in the shoulders here. You can also squeeze blocks a little bit closer. Bring your elbows on. Prayer pose with the hands, and then press those elbows out. Feel an opening in the shoulder blades. Good to open up through the shoulders for whenever we're putting our body weight over our shoulders. It's really good to make sure those are nice and stretched and open and ready to be supporting our weight. Doing a lot of the grunt work for sure when it comes to a lot of the things we're working on today. So coming out of this now, I'm going to show you a similar thing you do in the yoga wheel. Line up your low to middle back. And we're going to bring our feet down on the floor here to start. You're going to trust as you lean onto the wheel. And maybe bringing your arms out in front of you. And just rolling along the top of the spine here to help you roll out your shoulders. And also just feels good for the spine as well. Let's explore dolphin pose, a mixture of strength and stretch combined. So, coming from down dog, you can start here. Bring one forearm down, and then another. Walk your feet out, shoulder to crack. Walk your feet in towards your hands. Work your hips up towards the ceiling, and here you can begin to rock yourself forward and back. Inhale, down forward. And you can also just sink into this posture here. One that's a little more relaxing, similar sensation is puppy pose in the knees. Sinking your hands towards the front of the mat, you're going to roll down on the forearms. Some people like to rest their chin on the mat. I prefer to forehead on the mat. I think that feels better. It depends. I mean, right now my chin doesn't feel so bad on the mat, but if you have a stiff neck, it could be a little tense. And then pulling up and out of this, scoot your hands back just a palm print, or maybe a palm print and a half. Lower hips towards the back. Look up towards the ceiling. Pull your shoulders up and back. Open up through the chest. Send it back to down dog. Hips rise up towards the ceiling. Use your core. Okay, so coming back to another stretch with the shoulders, which will be good for everything we're doing here. So bring your arms wide and bring your right arm underneath the left. And we're going to begin to wrap that right arm around the left. Palms can meet, or you can just press the tops of the forearms together here. And then once you're here, press those shoulders up. Exhale, fold. You feel those shoulder blades pulling, opening, climbing, inhale. So we'll do this 4 more times. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale down. Exhale down. Inhale, rise. Not gonna lie, I lost track. Exhale down. Inhale, rise. Take your arms wide, left under, right this time. Wrap that left arm around the right. Press up. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold in. 3 more. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold in. This one, inhale, rise. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, rise. And release. Okay. Hands and knees, we're gonna come to thread the needle. So, inhale, reach your right arm towards the ceiling. Exhale, lower underneath the left. Press down onto that right shoulder here. I like to extend my left leg back behind me. Maybe raise it up a little bit too. Allows me to press more into my right shoulder. And then inhale. Exhale, let's do this 2 more times. Holding here for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, thread it under for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, take it down. Come to a downward facing dog really quick. Oh my god. Exhale, come down to the knees. Inhale, reach your left arm up. Exhale, spread it underneath your right. Send that right leg back behind you, maybe raise it up. And inhale, reach up. 2 more times. Exhale, thread it. Holding here for 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Exhale. Holding for 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Exhale, lower that hand down. Press up to downward facing dog. You can pedal through your feet here a little bit. So, I know you guys are probably not gonna like this, but plank is really good for building strength for these postures. I'm not sorry. If you want to get upside down, you gotta do this. And chaturanga too. So we're gonna practice that today. So we're gonna do a round of sun A on both sides. Sun salutations. If you're not familiar, it's very common as a warm up in a yoga class. But there's other forms of sun salutations too. But yeah, we'll do sun A today. So let's come to down dog. Inhale, reach your right leg up towards the ceiling. If you want to take a bend through that knee, open up your hip. Inhale, extend. Exhale, draw that knee in towards the front of your mat. Drop that foot in between the hands. Inhale, rise to your crescent lunge. Stay up on those back toes. And then we're going to exhale, roll down to warrior 2, facing up to the left side of our mat. And take an inhale. Exhale, leaning forward to your side angle. And then from here, let's reach that right arm up and back. Reverse warrior. Exhale down, framing off the foot. And we're going to send that right foot back to meet the left. Or vinyasa, like I said. So, I got a cramp in my wrist. Okay, so press forward on your toes, lower down to your chaturanga halfway. Press up
to upward facing dog. Exhale to down dog. So that's the right side. Left side, inhale, reach your left leg up. Exhale, open up through the hip. Take an inhale, extend. Exhale, draw that knee towards the front of your mat, dropping that foot in between the hands. Inhale, rise to your crescent lunge. Take another inhale. Exhale, roll down to warrior two, facing up to the right side of your mat. Inhale. Exhale, forward, sliding ankle. Inhale, reach it up and back, reverse warrior. Exhale to frame off that left foot. Send that left foot back to meet right knee outside. Inhale, press forward. Exhale, lower or 90 degrees here. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, back to the dog. So, yes, and that is something you can do over and over and over and over again. Really good structure of postures that helps you gain a lot of strength and a lot of areas where it's helpful for what we're working on here, especially if you want to get upside down. Core work is huge as well. Just making sure, you know, do like balance, body movements all over, making sure you're not just hitting one area but everything. That's another thing that will help build a lot of strength. Sorry, kind of out of breath for these things we're working on here. So let's also, I should have mentioned this first, but let's do some wrist exercises because that's also a really good way to get upside down too, especially with forearm and hands in. Though, honestly, the hands, they're just neglected all the time. Let's be real. For hands and fingers, you know? Okay, so coming to our knees, let's bring the hands to face towards the knees. And if it might be a little uncomfortable for you to bring your palms all the way down to the wrist. So that's okay. Wrist hand. And we're going to kind of rock back and forth here. And you can decide how much of a sensation you want to feel here. And it goes up into the forearms, and yes, it's definitely a stretch. You wouldn't think it is, but yes, it is indeed. So just take a moment here, and then let's come back up to our knees. Let's do some wrist rolls. You can switch directions when you want to. Oh, I need a hand massage. Oh my God. Well, I'm gonna bring my mat up to the wall. So I gotta move some things. Moving on to some movement here. So I'm not gonna use a blanket because I don't need it. But if you do want to use it, it's good to put it on pretty low, you know, cushionish, so your head feels slightly grounded, not fully on, you know, blanket, moving back and forth. It's not the most stable, especially practicing on our necks. Pretty vulnerable areas, so be careful of that. Just be wary. Definitely have a wall if you're new to this. I don't want anyone getting hurt, so be careful. Careful. Or come take a private session with me here in my space. So you can always do that. So you know. Okay, I'm going to start by teaching you the proper technique for headstand. So interlace fingers. Then we bring it to the top of our heads, and we want to hold our elbows in close tight. Super, super, super important. So, with that form, interlace fingers around the head here. We're going to start by pressing into the wall. So you're going to feel that connection. See coming back against the wall. You can maybe take one leg up. Maybe try to take the other leg up. Maybe take both legs up. So, and when you do, you want to press your hips or your butt against the wall. You want to align. So, we'll do it again. Coming into alignment. So this is called bone stacking. Sorry. Okay, so that was the most graceful exit ever. You're very welcome. So similar to that wall. You can use the yoga wheel to help you find that sense of stacking your bones. Feels really good. Also, crack my shoulders. So let's work on forearm stand, and let's just work on some drills here for that. So bone stacking essentially is like the structure of a skyscraper. It's essentially everything aligning on top of each other, and when that happens, it also allows us to get less exerted because our muscles don't have to work as hard. Fun fact, because our bone structure is doing most of the supporting, so that way our muscles aren't like freaking out like, oh my god, how do I stabilize? Because I don't feel super stable, but the bone's like kick into place and everything's like, oh, okay, I can relax. It also allows you to enjoy pose more, obviously. Right. So now let's work on some other drills. So let's take our legs out in front of us here like this. And this is a marker or type, sorry. You can use a block if you have one. And then come back. And we're gonna place our hands in line with that block. You might have to adjust it a little bit. That's totally normal. I'm probably gonna have to adjust it, but not far enough away. So let's see when we get up here. So we're gonna come up, bring one leg onto the wall. And then the other. Oh wait, why am I on my hands? Sorry. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. Okay, so we're here like this, right? And we're gonna bring the block to mark where our hips are. We're gonna come back and we're gonna enter our headstand, that marking that block. So I'm gonna move this so you can still see me. Coming down. Well, I'm a little far away. Bring one leg onto the wall and then the other into the air. And then maybe see how it feels first in stag leg for balance. Or maybe just try, floating that foot off the wall here just a little bit. And just switching it out. Let's see how the stag legs feel. And so, if you're still trying to enter, those are some really good things to practice. If you have a doorway or a really nice archway, that's a good place to practice too. So you can, work on having the legs on both parts of the archway, and essentially you can kind of like teeter-totter back and forth. Also really good for handstand too. I'm not quite a bit handstand. Still do that. I don't know if me and handstand will actually really understand each other, but we're trying to figure that out. Okay, we're working on it. So now let's do some forearm stuff. I learned originally to use a block. So what you do with the block is you put it between your hands like this. Bring it down. Helps you learn the structure for forearm stand. So we're gonna just bring this to the wall to start. So that'll be a good way to start here. So bring those palms down, ground them down. Make sure your fingers are splayed wide, activating the muscles in your fingers. Coming down to the mat here. Extend through the legs. Remember, this is dolphin pose. Yes, also the entrance for forearm stand. Well, maybe I should have waited to eat my dinner until after I recorded this video. So maybe, fun fact too, balance is harder if you have food digesting in your body. When you think about it, it makes sense. Think about it, it makes sense. So, come up to forearm stand. Oh, there we go. So, oh my god, so you gotta work on, lining your spine again here. So finding that straight spine. You can use the wall. Ooh. Oh, let me show you the yoga wheel.
forearm stand here. So this, oh my gosh, this is amazing for forearm stand. Let me tell you, this has been a huge help to extend my practice in transitioning from one pose, balancing in forearm stand to another pose, and I've learned how to correct before I fall now. And I think, you know, this has a lot to do with that. So we're gonna get into it. So we're gonna grab the wheel like this. Your thumbs are gonna be pressing in like this. So press out to the wall. Get a good connection here. And we're gonna begin to then press through the legs. And we also press the head into the wheel here. And lift. And maybe play. So that's something you can do here with the yoga wheel. It's fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic. I can't remember if I can use it for handstand too. Let's see. Oh, we can, guys. Yes. I don't know why I forgot this. I knew I could do this. One of the childs in that. Oh, no, one more time. Oh, yeah. It's pretty fun. I would definitely recommend getting one. They're using it for serious stuff or play. It's great. And for where it's fine. Super sick. Love that. And I'm tired now. I'm gonna go sit and watch Netflix on my couch now. So, bye.